Alright guys, here we are with round 2 of the tournament. Diverse has just invited me here, so I want to say that the reason I took such a long time over the holidays of being off YouTube was, of course, I was really sick. And this Sunday I took a little bit of a turn for the worse. And I can hear Diverse. Shit, I can hear Diverse. I gotta send him a message. Hold on now. I can hear what he's saying. Oh, actually, no, I think he just muted his mic. I heard him say it. No, fuck. I'm gonna have to keep my starting hand. Hopefully I don't fuck up. Just want to make sure that I don't, get any information that I'm not supposed to have. So I think he just said, oh shit, so I think he just got the message. So alright, let's look at our opener. We've got a twin bolt. We've got a gate into a mountain. Mirror into Thopter Engineer. So this is, actually, you know what? I'm going to keep this hand. I got to turn my chat off somehow. You know what? I'm just going to unplug my headset. I think that's the, probably the safest thing for me to do. I don't need the game audio. But we'll see what happens. I haven't heard anything yet, so, and he's gone quiet on my end, so. Alright, so hopefully that's over. So he's played Evolving Wilds turn 1 and fetched out the planes. And so I'm just going to, drop these at Gilgate. And then next turn, if he plays Consul's Lieutenant, I'll hold up the Twin Bolt. If not, I'll probably just play a Mirror. I may just play a Mirror anyway. The only thing that's really going to punish me is a bounce spell. He could Royal Spout it. Yeah, that's a Consul's Lieutenant. I'm not going to play into the bounce spell. I'm going to hold open the Twin Bolt and kill that. I doubt he's going to play out anything main phase and let me get value for it, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm just going to hold open the Bolt rather than put down a Mirror and then watch him play a Royal Spout or a Clutch of Currents or something. I know he doesn't have blue yet, but... So yeah, he didn't give me any value there by playing out a creature first main phase. Which is good on him. And he plays Glacial Fortress into Sky Spawner. But I will play Thopter Engineer against that and trade with his 2-1 all day long. Actually, I picked up another Twin Bolt here. I think it might be the right play. No, I'm gonna go Engineer. I'm gonna go Engineer. And I'm actually gonna hold back and just play a little bit of a control game here. I don't have my 4th land, but I can get it next turn. So I mean, he can spout the 1/1. He doesn't really want to spout the Engineer because I'll just get another token out of it. Or clutch it, for that matter. So I mean, a lot of his bounce spells are pretty bad in this game against my token producers. He's pretty much just going to be killing tokens with them. So let's see what he does. Yeah, I don't want to swing for 1 there, then he can swing back at me for 2. Alright, there's some thinking going on. Decisions to be made. So we'll see what happens if I pick up a 4th land and I can play a Mirror with Ace. So he is going to just spout away the token, I guess. So it doesn't deny me a draw step, but he does get to get in for 2. But yeah, I can haste a Peerless Mirror and hold up a Twin Bolt if he does indeed, or if I do indeed pick up another land. He's got another Evolving Wilds. He's down to 3 in hand now. And we picked up an Esperzoa, so I can just smack him for 4, but then I don't have anything to pick up. So I think I will Pilgrim's Eye and hit my land drop for the turn. I don't have double blue yet, so let's go get an island. So we've still got a blocker here. And like I said, I'm gonna play a little bit of a control game here and play a little bit slower. because I do have this twin bolt. I think I can grind him out and then start finishing him off with Esperzoa. And now I've got the Pilgrim's Eye in play that I can bounce every turn. So I really don't want to lose that. I may not block if he swings. We'll see. He may spout it. But if he does, I can replay it, get a land, and I'll still have Twin Bolt mana open. So let's see what he does on 4. Kitty and Irregulars is one of the cards that I'm scared of. And he's got 4 white sources there now, so he can use that twice per turn if he plays it. Gideon is also obviously a problem, but I've got a Firecraft for that. So he's going to clutch probably the Pilgrim's Eye and awaken a land, which he won't be able to use this turn. Yeah, he's going to clutch. Oh, he will be able. Oh, because he used Scion. Okay, so he's going to get in for 5 here. I'm just going to take the hit, though. I'm going to take the hit. So we picked up another Twin Bolt, so I could just kill both of his things right now. Is Mirror Twin Bolt more efficient? If I put down Mirror and bolt my own Mirror, it's not any more efficient. No, I don't get anything else out of the deal. So I think I'll Pilgrim's Eye and hold up a Twin Bolt. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Alright, so let's get in for 1 here. I'm willing to take 3 more, and then it's going to have to be Peerless Mirror to kill that land. Alright, so he's got 5 mana, but one of them is a land. 3 cards in his hand. He's got the Flyer up there. And I've drawn my 3rd Twin Bolt. So if he puts down any other nonsense, like Elite Vanguards and stuff, I'm not going to take the 2 if he swings, though. I'm just going to kill it and hold on to my Pilgrim's Eye because of the Esperzoa. And I've got a Firecraft. And I also have this Blighted Gorge in play. So if I get to 6 mana, that's an extra 2 damage out of my mana base. I just got to remember not to actually tap it for mana instead of going for the kill. So again, he's thinking here now. He's putting a Tightening Coils on something. Okay. So let's Twin Bolt there. And we're going to take the 3. And he's got a Dauntless River Marshal, which he can use to tap stuff down. Picked up land number 6. Alright, so now he's got the land. I'm willing to Firecraft that land at this point. So let's see how it goes. And again, I have the 2 extra damage here in Blighted Gorge, and I've got the 6 mana to do it. But again, I'm not going to chump block. He's got no real direct damage. Excuse me. He does have Lantern Scout, which would be a real problem. Whirler Rogue, potentially a problem, but he doesn't have. Well, he'd have to tap his 3/3 to cast it. So he's going to spout something, most likely the Esperzoa. I'd say that means I don't get to pick up Pilgrim. No, he's going to spout the Pilgrim's Eye. So now Esperzoa is going to have to pick itself up. So now I'm just going to play double mirror. And that's going to really throw a wrench into his plans, because now I got a couple of blockers for his 3-3, each of which can trade with it. Alright. What's next? He's got 2 cards in his hand. He's slightly ahead, but I've got the Esperzoa Firecraft next turn for 8. So I'm looking pretty good as far as winning the game next turn is. He's got to come up with something pretty good this turn. And let's see what that is. Still 5 mana by the looks of it. He could have another Tightening Coils, he could have another Bounce spell, but he's only going to be able to cast... If he casts 2 blue spells in one turn, then he can't attack with his 3-3 here. So he needs to deal with 2 of the blockers. And I'm not seeing a Gideon or a Regulars or a Whirler Rogue. His 4-drops are the biggest problems for me, so he's going to Tightening Coils here. And maybe he has a Celestial Flare so that when I declare a blocker I can't actually trade with the land. But like I said, if he's got a Royal Spout or a Tightening Coils of any kind, then he can't cast it if he wants to attack with his 3-3. No, he's not swinging. So, Celestial Flare. He could have that. So if I Esperzoa and I swing with every single thing, and he flares me, I just sack the mirror and lose the engineer, and I win the game. So let's do it. Let's put an all-out assault on the life total here. We should win the game this turn. Like I said, I don't know if he's going to have a Celestial Flare or not, but that's why I'm attacking with the dude with the coils on it. In case he does flare, I'll just sack that one. So he's going to block the engineer. And shit. Well, that sucks. So unfortunately I got to do that, so I did some bad math there. I did some horribly, horribly bad math. Yeah, he could block the engineer and then the Firecraft wasn't lethal. That could have been a big mistake. Could have been a big mistake, but I think, since he's only got 1 card in hand, I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be fine, because we do have the Blighted Gorge. We only got to get 3 damage through. So he's going to bounce something. But the land that he awakens will be tapped. So that is indeed the game. No, it's not actually. It is not the game. So I can play Esperzoa and a Spy Network. Let's do it this way. Alright, so Tightening Coils, I mean, it does shut him down, but I can still block with it. And I'll still get to throw 2 at his face, and he top deck a land, so that's the game. And Blighted Gorge, okay. Alright, yeah. Almost made a little bit of a mistake there at the end doing that poor math, thinking that Firecraft was going to be lethal no matter what. So, whoops. And let's just wait for him to send the invite. He's streaming over on his Twitch account, so I'm pretty sure I asked him to send me the invite, so I assume he's going to follow up and do that again. So I drew 3 twin bolts that game, which was pretty clutch, and a firecraft. So some of my best spells, and he didn't draw his best spells. I mean, he drew his lieutenant, his river marshal, but I killed them both, obviously, and my spells are good against his best spells. But I mean, like I said, the irregulars and the Gideon are the real scary cards coming from his side. So we should get an invite coming through. Yeah, I'm sorry about my voice. I'm sure it's horrible, but there's nothing I can do, man. Since Christmas Day, I've been sick up and down, up and down. I'm thinking about going and getting a chest X-ray just to see if I got some fucking pneumonia or something like that. But you know, I mean, I was sick the last 2 days. I took the last 2 days off work. It was that bad. I'm starting to come around again now, but God only knows. I got some antibiotics on Monday, so maybe they're starting to finally kick in. But anyways, on to game number 2. See what kind of draw we can get this time. And we're on to play. Looking at a 1-lander. 2-lander with no red. None of our good spells, but we have an Alchemist's Vial. This is probably a bit greedy, but I'm going to keep it. This is greed. I'm banking that between my next 2 draw steps and my Alchemist's Vial draw that I'll be able to pick up a red source. And if nothing else, then we'll set up the Vial Spy Network combo. I really want to get a red source and then play Engineer next turn. Oh, fuck. Alright, so that was definitely a greedy keep, but now I can cast my Whirler Rogue and my Spy Network. So we'll see what he has on turn 2. Is it a River Marshal? No, it's the 2/2 Felidar Cub, which perfectly answers my Spy Network, and I don't think it hits artifacts, just enchantments. So he can't blow up my dudes with it. And there's another Chief of the Foundry. So yeah, greed keep for sure. So we'll just play out a Chief, since it's a good blocker for his 2/2. And then next turn we'll drop a Whirler Rogue. Turn after that another Chief. We'll see if he does any bouncing. But we'll have some pretty big flyers. At least, no, I won't even be able to get any card draw out of this because he can sack that at instant speed. So now he's playing a Sky Spawner. So he's got the flyer now. But his 2/2 can't get through my 2/3. And we picked up our 3rd Chief of the Foundry. But this is a Whirler Rogue turn. Do I want to make that unblockable? I have to tap down my 2/2 flyers. No, I don't want to do that. I've got another Chief for next turn. Yeah, greedy keep, and now here I'm 11 cards deep, no red source. A little bit shitty. He's curving out pretty well. He's got his mana base where he wants it. He's played on curve, 2-drop, 3-drop. He's got a flyer. But he doesn't realize I got more Chief, so that my flyers are going to be 3/3s next turn. So unless he's got a bounce spell here, then I'm looking pretty good for a heavy attack in the air next turn. And he does have 5 mana. I got to keep in mind that little Scion token over there, the little Scion that could. So we'll see what his plans are. He's going to play a Heliod's Pilgrim. That's going to pick him up a Tightening Coils, which he can actually play this turn if he sacrifices the Sky Spawner, or not the Sky Spawner. He can play it this turn if he sacrifices a token. He might want to just ground one of my flyers here. Is he coming in the air for 2? He's going to want to, because I'm going to play Chief and swing for 6 in the air. No, he's not going to. So I picked up a twin bolt with no red source. So let's just play another chief here. And let's bring the pain. He's only got one air blocker and it only has 2 power. So this is a good attack for us. And I may just play the Spy Network and just get that cub off the field, just to make my racing prospects a little bit better. But we'll see. We shall see. If I put down another chief next turn, things are going to get out of fucking hand. If I pick up a red source, it'd be good too, because then I'll get a hasty dude. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I gambled on the keep. Luckily, he picked up some chiefs, you know. Anyway, he's up to 6 mana now, potentially. And we know he's got the tightening coils in hand. Oh, I'm just having some Dr. Pepper here to keep my whistle wet in my throat, man. It's gone after these last few days. Hopefully it's not too annoying for you guys to listen to. Hopefully it's not too bad. So let's see, you know, decisions to be made. The tightening coils goes where? It goes on one of my flyers. Yeah, I'd expect that. And he's got another tightening coil, so he's going to lock up the air. But I've still got some pretty beefy guys on the ground. So yeah, he's coming in for 2 here. But now he's only got 4 power on the ground, so now my chief is going to be pretty big. He can't Celestial Flare because he doesn't have double white. And I can use those guys. Oh, there's my red source. Thank the Lord, fuck. There's my red source. So I'm going to have to take out that Felidar cub. So let's do that right away. There are no enchantments on the board. I guess yeah, there are. You can blow up your own tightening coils. I wouldn't mind that. So that's a pretty strong attack. So he's down to 8. Excuse me. And with 3 trees on the board, you know, it's going to be pretty tough. Thopter Engineer makes a 4/4 hasted flyer. He's got a Sky Spawner, though, to make a blocker. He's got a lot of blockers now. Oh, wow, he's swinging for 2. I'm surprised. That really surprises me. So now on 6 mana. Do I drop the Spy Network and just make something unblockable and draw a card? Yeah. Did that wrong. So what do I want to be unblockable? Chief of the Foundry. Tap that. And tap that. Actually, we got a lethal here. Yeah, we get 8 unblockable. Yeah, I guess I didn't need to play that Spy Network. I just didn't see the lethal, but there it is. Alright guys, that's round 2. Haven't lost a game in the tournament yet. The only other player who can say that is Covert, so you will be seeing me and Covert playing together in round number 3 whenever that gets underway. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you guys later.